Before I talk about what worship is, I'd like to talk about what worship is not. Worship is not a mood we dive into in church as to say, let us be in the mood of worship. Worship is beyond the sensational feelings we get from slow songs that talk about the attribute of God. Worship is not a beat as to tell a drummer to play worship or a pianist to play strings while we close our eyes. Worship is not a thing we do only in church on Sunday that is called praise and worship. Worship is not a performance from a band as to select a person and call him a worship leader. Worship is beyond the tears that falls from our eyes when our favorite artist sings our favorite song. Worship is timeless as to say it is time for worship. Worship is not location bound as to where do we worship. I'm going to a worship center. Worship goes beyond the atmosphere to say let us create an atmosphere of worship. Worship is not a section created to feel the presence of God or a program set to make people feel the presence of God. Worship is not just honoring God with our sweet solemn songs when our heart is far from God. We cannot pray in love and live in hate and think we are worshiping God. We cannot tell God to take all the glory in our songs when our lives is not giving Him the glory. We cannot live Monday to Saturday for ourselves and go to church on Sunday to worship God. We cannot claim we are true worshippers when we have people in our hearts we vowed not to forgive. We cannot detest the word of God and claim to fall in love with worship. How will you love a person you don't know? How do you worship God on Sundays and comfortably lie to your customers on Monday? We cannot worship a person we are not living for. We cannot worship the God we refuse to obey. We cannot worship the God we don't possess His nature, because worship is a lifestyle, a communion that happens between a father and a child. Worship is a way of the spirit, a spiritual harmony between God and His redeemed. Worship is what we do with our lives when no one sees us. Worship is the sum total of our essence and activities, your service and your sacrifice. When we burn our existence on the sacrificial altar of love, then we are worshippers. Worship is to honor God with our lives. When God is glorified in your marriage, in your business, in your words, in your action, in your pursuit, with your money, with your time, with your talent, with your treasure, then you are a true worshipper. Father seeks those who will worship Him in truth and in spirit. Those that are far from the plague of emotions and earthwardness. Those who seek the things which are above. Those who, when they think about the attribute of God's love, they bow in adoration. The knowledge of the person of Christ humbles them. The glory of His majesty baffles them. They are not coming to reference Him from fear, but from love. Worship is what is done in heaven. Heaven is not far from true worshippers. They don't worship God to get something in return. They are totally lost in the spirit, beholding His glory which erodes their needs for anything. They are not the type that seek worship for favor. They don't seek worship for approval. They don't place a demand on God for worshiping Him. They are simply worshippers who worship God in spirit and in truth. 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 Before I talk about what worship